There are groups trying to instill fear in the population, but we would like to give them assurances and guarantees that the streets are safe, business should go on normal, nobody should feel threatened, not even journalists. Actually, where you have challenges as journalists, you really need to reach us as police management and any other leaders within the security and government circles. You are free to carry out your and exercise your rights as journalists as long as you act responsibly. We have restricted areas, which I guess you know, where you need accreditation. And what I can see, and I know most of you here are accredited, you have your accreditation badges, telecenters. And like, for example, yes, you cannot cover a security installation. Some of these things, you know them, they are at your fingertips. But ordinarily working as a journalist, I don't think there should be any threat. But just in case it was an act of an overzealous security person, you can always call us in to try to make interventions. But one statement at least I can make, Eble, is we have tried to talk to security officers to restrain themselves from making unjustified attacks on our journalists. And when you make a comparative analysis, at least there has been a very cordial relationship between the journalists and the security. Where we have had those one or two unfortunate situations, they are regrettable, and we are sorry about them. We can always correct that. Yes. We shall give statistics about fatalities in an organized and in a single statistic. I mean, on a given day, because I do not have information about scattered incidents as a communicator for Uganda Police Force.